Hiring managers. What is the biggest red flag on a resume? 1. People keep saying gaps in work history, but honestly guys, make sure you inquire about it before just writing someone off. I had a guy who had a year or two gap in his resume. Most people would just write this dude as, well obviously there's something wrong with him. Well, there was. The dude was diagnosed with brain cancer and had to go through intensive treatment. He lived but came out the other end jobless. Couldn't find work afterwards because of the gap. I could tell he was a smart dude, who just had a bad hand of cards. He was hired and he's honestly worked out great and still works at that company. 2. Listing every single accomplishment from high school and or middle school. When you've been out of high school for 10 plus years. Had a guy list every part he got in a musical or play, sports he played, with scores, clubs he was a part of, etc. All of these dated from at least elementary school on. The man was 50 plus. The job had nothing to do with any of these items. 3. I once had a guy submit a resume saying that he could not work with women or speak to any woman due to religious reasons. I'm all for being tolerant of other people's beliefs, but this was for a customer service job. If you can't interact with women at all, then maybe this wasn't the kind of job he should have been applying for. 4. I interview an Indian guy who had surfing the internet and shooting pistols as his hobbies. I wanted to hire him on the spot to be our wild card. 5. My husband built a life-sized Iron Man suit on his resume. He got the interview because they wanted to meet the kind of guy who has an Iron Man suit and the personality to put it on his resume. He also got the job, which is pretty cool. 6. I saw some guy who had posted in the "Have you been arrested" part put the reason he was arrested. Killed a man by dropping a boulder on his head. Checked it out online, and he was telling the truth. 7. I work at an ice cream shop. It's just like any other fast food, but everything is constantly sticky.